Hello and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 and the UK campaign, and all is fixed, thank God. It was a bit of a touch and go moment there. Thank you to Overlord, who pointed out that I needed to download version 10.3.2. So I'm bloody chuffed that this is fixed, and it means I can continue with the campaign. I've not had any issues so far. What this is it's a little economy / update video. As you can see, we're in July 1939 now, and all things considered, things are going very well. I have skipped ahead a little bit because you didn't really miss anything. All I did was build up our navy, our army. I do have an episode recorded that's an hour long, but all it is just me building up everything. I'm just going to show you our production God, words are hard today. Our queue today, which is the couple of IC that are still yet to be finished, but the majority of our IC have been built. As you can see, in Birmingham we've got level 10, Sheffield has level 10, Southampton has, London has level 10, I don't know why I said Southampton. But we've got level 5 in a lot of places as well, just through this building up effort. Liverpool as well has top level IC, so, as does Newcastle, and Glasgow is one of the last places where we're building any amount of IC. But as you can see, things are looking very good, all things considered. But yeah, production wise, we've got the carrier being built and a few planes just to finish off our air force. Now we've got radar stations being built really all over the world, but the majority of them around the UK, because I really want to have radar range, at least one tile all around the UK's naval areas. And also this gives us buff to our air forces as well. There we go, that's better. Now, from an army standpoint, we've got quite a few HQs, and we've got the first of our marine forces out. We've also got a whole corps of 5 mountain divisions, including our surviving militia from the Ethiopian campaign. So they've got very good experience to start out with. So with these forces in the north under this mountain HQ, although not with all of those core HQs, will be used to support the Norwegians when the time comes. I think I'm going to send 3 mountain divisions to Bergen and 2 further mountain divisions to Narvik. I think that's going to be the way I'm going to do it, and that should keep Norway in the war if I do that. Then, as well as this, I've got several units of militia, all heading down here into East Africa to reinforce our militia units here. And we just want to hold a static line on the East African front for now. I'm not going to attempt to defend Barbera, although I am building a port there, which I'm just going to cancel that because I'm not going to defend it. I didn't think about that, but oh well. That was my own fault. And we've got a little bit of anti-tank destroyers going on there. And I'm also going to take out this garrison unit from here and reposition it. In India, I have not really done anything, to be honest, yet. I will be building some troops for India soon enough. But at the moment, it's not priority, because really we don't need to worry about this until 1940, 1941. And at that point, that's when I'm going to need to start really concentrating on building up forces there. So yeah, that's most of the production queue. I've got a few more transport ships that I'm getting out hopefully soon. And we've got a whole load of armoured units all being built for deployment into these forces here to bring it up to a properly armoured HQ corps. Now, I've rearranged all of our forces in the UK and corrected some of the organisational issues that we have. I still need to do the same to Egypt and the same to the Far East and down to here. I've also reorganised our navy completely. So we have a squadron here, which is our newest light cruisers as well as battleships. We've got all of our battleships out pre-war, which is good. And then we have all of these forces, which are used purely for submarine hunting. So we have 84 ships to be used for purely submarine hunting, which should be good. We've got a further 37 ships here, which I'm using as scout forces, but also to hunt submarines in the Northern Sea here in this part of the Atlantic. Then, as well as that, we have the home fleet, and the proper home fleet at that. So I need to rename these 3 here, but in the first unit of the home fleet we have lots of destroyers, our best destroyers really, with HMS Rodney and HMS Nelson. Then in the second part of the home fleet we have our battle cruisers, along with, again, another selection of our best destroyers. Then we have the King George V with the Prince of Wales, 2 very new battleships, and a load of decent destroyers again. Then we have our carrier task force with a lot of our pretty good, you know, light cruisers. Nothing beautiful here, but good enough. Although we've only got... should have more CAGs than that in place. A moment. Because I've got some CAGs down here. Base them to the carrier. Good. Yep, so there we go. We've got our CAG force properly in place now. And then we have a slightly older navy, but no less proficient, as the HMS Warspite leads it. And they'll mainly be used as sort of supporting navies for the invasion in the north here. Now, in the Mediterranean, I have 92 ships and several reserve fleets of light cruisers that are still decent, supported by a heavy cruiser. And all of our submarines are going to operate in the Mediterranean, because we really want to interdict the convoy supplies in North Africa. Now, in the Far East, we have 1 squadron, and then we have another squadron here in Hong Kong. And I don't really put a lot of emphasis on the Far East yet, as I said, because at the moment the main theatres are going to be Italy, Norway, the United Kingdom, and East Africa. And the quicker I can get East Africa and North Africa dealt with, the quicker I can redistribute forces from here back to the UK or to Norway. So, as I say, the quicker I can get things done in North Africa, as well as... oh, look, I managed to pick on the... how did I do that at random? That was very impressive. But anyway, so the quicker I can get forces or things dealt with in North Africa and in East Africa, then the quicker I can deal with India, because that means the more forces I can put into the Indian campaign. Now, the Air Force is all rearranged. We've got all of our fighter planes in position for home defense. We sort of need more, and we also have a great many naval task forces in place. A couple of them are for use in the Far East and in Egypt, but we've got 3 whole groups here to use, and I will be using them presently. I can't invite Belgium and the Netherlands into my faction because they won't join, even though, you know, I can get them in early. And that's really all of it on that front. On the political front, King George VI is in command. Chamberlain is still in command. Lord Halifax is still our foreign minister. Sir John Simon is still our resource minister, or armament minister. Minister of Security is Sir John Simon. And the head of intelligence, nothing's really changed there. I wonder if we can get anyone new. We can get John Dill. No, thank you. Yeah, no one really there that I'm that interested in. So war plan, it's to attack Italy and knock them out of North Africa as soon as possible. Once they're in the war, I'm going to do everything I possibly can to make things a living hell for them. And to that effect, I've got 3 decent units here to use on them, and we will get reinforcements as the game goes on. Plus the 7th Light Infantry Division, and the 8th Infantry Division, and the 1st Cavalry Division. All of them will be used for this purpose. In East Africa, we have all of these units, plus the militia units that I'm sending down. And I'm going to concentrate a lot of force probably on this area here, to move up towards Mogadishu as my first sort of major point of contact, because the terrain in the south is a lot easier to deal with than the terrain in the north. So I'm going to have a holding force here, and then I'm going to push and hopefully move up to like this sort of area. Well, these provinces here are the ones I'm going to aim to capture. From a technology standpoint, we are ahead of time, or, you know, on time on most of the important ones. We're still carrying on with all of our doctrinal tech. We're very good on that front. The only issue is that we need to do our upgrades as soon as possible. So once this round of construction is built, I'm going to concentrate on upgrades a lot more, just to make sure our troops are ready. And then for France, I'm arranging the units I'm going to send. So I'm going to send all of my armoured forces. I'm going to send these infantry divisions here. I'm probably going to send the marine divisions. And that's it for now. I want to send some of our better infantry to East Africa. That is on the to-do list. And I think that's probably everything. Intelligence is still ongoing. We've got spies in all of our allies. I have shifted my attention, though, to support our party in Brazil. And I think... where was it? Yeah, and I'm supporting our party in Italy because I might try and attempt a coup. And in fact, look at that. I can do that now. So, you know what? Start next episode, I'm going to attempt a coup. But that is everything. What I'm going to go away and do now is I'm going to arrange all of our leaders, because I've unassigned all the leaders. So I'm going to need to arrange all of these units with the leaders. And in the next episode, you should see everything sort of ready for World War II. I'll probably pick up again in August 1st. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great evening. And I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Thanks again. Bye-bye.